Before we dive into a fascinating story about a coin that's captured the hearts and wallets of collectors worldwide, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a treasure from the past that could change your future. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we have coming up today. Now, let me take you back to the year 1945. The world was just beginning to heal from the scars of war. Nations were rebuilding, economies were fragile, and every coin in circulation had a story to tell. Among these, in South Africa, a small yet remarkable coin quietly passed through countless hands, leaving behind a legacy far greater than its modest face value. We are talking about the South African halfpenny from 1945. On the surface, it might look like any ordinary coin, small, coppery, and unassuming. But as any seasoned collector will tell you, appearances can be deceiving. Think about it. This coin was minted during a time when South Africa was under significant political and economic change. The world was shifting, and coins like this one weren't just currency, they were artifacts of history. Every scratch, every patina, every tiny detail tells a story about the hands it passed through, the pockets it jingled in, and the history it silently witnessed. Collectors, especially those who have been in the game for decades, know that coins like this aren't just about monetary value. They are about the thrill of discovery, the satisfaction of holding a piece of history that very few people in the world can claim to possess. It's the kind of excitement that doesn't come from flashy new investments, but from something authentic, tangible, and incredibly rare. And this 1945 South African halfpenny fits that description perfectly. Let's talk specifics without getting too technical, because I know many of you appreciate the story behind the numbers. This coin was struck in Pretoria, featuring the reigning monarch at the time. Its design is simple yet elegant, reflecting a moment in history when South Africa was defining its identity on the world stage. Over time, surviving coins like this one became scarce. Some were lost, others melted down, and many were simply worn out from decades of circulation. That scarcity is what drives collectors wild. The thrill of finding one in exceptional condition can be life-changing. Now, here's the part that makes this coin truly special. Beyond its age and rarity, there's a secret that only those with an eye for detail notice. Small imperfections, variations in the minting process, and subtle design changes all contribute to its value. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance could, in fact, be worth exponentially more than its peers if it carries the right characteristics. And for our 1945 halfpenny, these nuances make it a standout. Imagine this: you're at a coin show, or maybe you stumble upon it in an old drawer passed down from your grandfather. You pick it up, examine it under a magnifying glass, and realize you're holding a piece of history that has survived over 75 years. That excitement, that moment of awe, is priceless. But it's not just about the emotional thrill. This coin carries real financial weight. Over the years, numismatists and collectors have tracked its journey. They've documented sales, auction results, and private transactions, and one fact keeps emerging: the 1945 South African halfpenny is no ordinary coin. In pristine condition, untouched by time, its value skyrockets. It's a coin that bridges the gap between history and investment, a rare gem that appeals to both seasoned collectors and those who recognize the allure of tangible wealth. Let's consider why men in our age bracket, 55 to 65 plus, find coins like this so compelling. Many of us grew up in a time when saving wasn't just a habit, it was a necessity. We understand the concept of value over time. We recognize that something small today can turn into something extraordinary tomorrow. And this coin embodies that principle. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but its story, its rarity, and its potential make it a silent powerhouse. As you hold it, you're not just holding copper, you're holding decades of history. a story of a nation, and a piece of heritage that could have once been in the pocket of a soldier returning from war, or a shopkeeper counting pennies at the end of a long day. That tangible connection to the past is something money can't buy. Well, except when you finally decide to sell it, and then, suddenly, it does become money, but money with a story attached. So, what does all this mean for someone who might have one tucked away in a drawer, or a relative's collection that's been gathering dust? It means potential. It means you might be sitting on a hidden treasure. It means that a coin that cost a mere fraction of a cent in 1945 could now command attention and admiration from collectors around the world. Here's a thought to keep in mind: numismatics, the study and collection of coins, isn't just about the pursuit of money. It's about understanding history, valuing craftsmanship, and celebrating stories that would otherwise be forgotten. And for those of us who appreciate both history and smart investment, a coin like the 1945 South African halfpenny offers the perfect intersection. It's small in size, but massive in significance. Collectors today are not just looking for coins, they are looking for stories, for pieces of history they can hold in their hands. And this coin delivers on every front. It represents a world that has changed dramatically, a piece of a nation's journey, and the meticulous craft of minting that we sometimes take for granted. Holding it is like holding a time capsule. Now, I want you to imagine walking into a room, placing this coin on a display, and watching people marvel at it. Not just for its age, but for the incredible rarity it represents. The halfpenny might seem like a small, humble piece of metal, but in the world of collectors, size doesn't matter, rarity does. And the 1945 South African halfpenny is as rare as they come. To bring it all together, this coin is more than a collector's item. It's a story, a piece of history, a tangible connection to the past, and a remarkable potential investment all wrapped into one. And for those who have the foresight to recognize its value, it's a gateway into the fascinating world of numismatics, where each coin tells a story, and every story has the potential to transform a simple piece of metal into something extraordinary. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. That humble, unassuming halfpenny from South Africa, minted in 1945, can reach a staggering value of up to $36,000 for collectors lucky enough to find it in pristine condition. Yes, a coin that once was worth less than a fraction of a cent has become a rare gem worth tens of thousands today. So, whether you're a seasoned collector, someone who appreciates history, or simply someone who enjoys the thrill of discovery, keep your eyes open. That coin in your drawer, that inheritance tucked away, might just be worth more than you ever imagined. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You never know when the next hidden treasure could change your life.